Austin Tennis Academy is one of the superior sports academies in Texas, regularly fielding talented athletes all the way through to the national ranks. During the USTA Regional Tournament Dallas Segment, I spent a few moments with one of the academy's coaches, Coach Brian Notis. I asked him what's behind ATA's long string of successes.
We take a lot of pride in really developing players. We work really hard at our quick start programs, our 10 under program, and our junior development program to get kids, excited about tennis and give them really good fundamentals, so that as they progress, they can, the sky's the limit to how good they can get, and just based on how much passion they have for the game. And I also think we have an amazing staff. We have an amazing group of coaches that are really dedicated and really are in it for the right reasons. So I think those two factors make a big difference. We have various different levels within our program, from complete beginners and little 5 and 6 year olds that start out in our 10 and under red ball and then orange ball program, all the way up to some of these national caliber players that you see here this weekend.
Now,
and obviously they're all training, different levels of training. They're obviously the younger kids are training a whole lot less and little smaller groups and whatnot, and then our more serious players are on the court 4, 5, 6 days out of the week. I've coached in a lot of different places. What I really love about ATA, first of all, is that the culture, the team atmosphere that all the players and the coaches have from ATA, and the fact that our mission is not only to develop great tennis players, but to develop the whole person. Part of our mission is developing citizens of significance, not just high-level tennis players. We do that in a lot of different ways. We do a lot of things. We allow the kids and help the kids to create opportunities to give back, both within our community and different charitable organizations, and I think that has made a really big impact on who our kids become as adults. Well, we have such a variety of levels and age groups of kids, and part of what we do as a staff at ATA is we travel to all the Super Champ Major Zones, all the Champ Major Zones, and all of the ZATs. So we have someone represent all the Champ Major Zones and ZATs, one per month that we choose to go to with our kids. And then now, as we have more and more high-level national players, we're starting to travel to more and more of the national events around the country. I mean, right now we had coaches in Midland. We had a coach in Midland for the 12s, and we have a couple of coaches in Florida for some segments on the clay, and then several of us are going to be traveling to the clay courts next week as well. I'll be heading over to Fort Lauderdale with Jake and Peyton. I enjoy it, but it certainly gets a little tiring, and sometimes it's nice to be back in your own bed, in your own home.
Are you at most weekends, or you guys kind of share the duties from one coach to the next?
Most of the year, I'm gone 1 to 2 weekends a month. In the summer, it seems like I'm gone a lot more.
Oh, okay. I saw how effectively Coach Notis was counseling one of his athletes, so I asked him this.
It's just all about being a learning experience. It's all about taking the lessons from the loss and using those going forward and becoming a better player, a better competitor.
But this is a loss in the finals. There's nothing to be snousing about. It's still
it's another match in a long process, and it's like the fourth mile of a marathon here for these guys. So there's going to be a lot more matches, a lot more national events, a lot more opportunities to shine, and these guys are going in the right direction. They just got to learn from their losses.
RyoSports Presents is sponsored by The Hunk I Dreamed and The Rat and the Alley Cat. Congratulations to Peyton Holden, Jake Berber, and Coach Brian Notis.